Okay, so I've decided on a quarter punch, and for the corners of the pages, I'm going to use the deco punch. And then for the corners of the tags, I'm going to use the stub punch. And this is a We Are Memories keeper punch. You can use any punch that you want. I've had this forever. I'm going to set all the tags aside because, like I said, that's going to be the last thing that I decorate. So the first thing that I need to do is, because all 8 of these pages need it, is I'm going to cut 8 for the backs and 8 for the fronts, so I know that I get that full coverage where I need it. Remember, you cut the biggest first and you will have enough paper. So 5.5 by 7 3/4, and we'll do we can do a 6, let's do an 1/8 inch border all the way around. So we're going to do 7 5/8 by 5 3/8, 8 times. And you don't have to really worry about the order right now. Actually, even before I do that, I need to do the inside here. So let's go 5 3/4 by 7 7/8 for the inside cover. And I think I want to use this collage page. The good thing about it is that each page is only going to take up half or less than half, so I can get 2 pages out of each one of these. 7 7/8. Wait, hang on, let me make sure. Yep, 7 7/8 by 5 3/4. And I like the fact that this is a collage for the front and back. I think that looks really good. I can use my dusty Concord here. I'm not going into the paper, I just want to get just a touch of that purple on the outside. It's going to hide my white edges against my black background. And for papers that don't have a lot of white in them, I like doing that. Like the Christmas paper that I used, the Echo Park Christmas paper, or I'm sorry, the Photo Play Christmas paper, I used black. I didn't touch the corners because there was white in the paper collection, so that didn't bother me. And once we get the inside covers on here, we can do the closures anytime we want. So I'll get those prepared here. Okay, and we make sure that our pages are right side up. So I want this one on the front. Nope, I'm wrong. This one on the front. You can always put a pocket on the front and back cover. It is valuable real estate. You can do that. I like to leave room for big pictures or journaling, or in this case, I think I would just leave it blank because I like this collage so much. Okay, so I feel good. I got this paper. I don't have to worry about holding on to a sheet because it's done. Okay, now back to this. Measure one more time. I'm going to do 5 3/8 by 7 5/8. Just double check my measurements. By 5 3/8 before I cut more. And I need, I'm not going to cut 2 out of this paper because I have 8 papers that I can cut out of. So I still have the fronts, and this is the opposite side of what I just used on the cover. But so I'm going to use 8 different papers for this size, 7 5/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so that's going to be for the back, and we will have to punch all those corners. And now for the front, everyone's going to have the same front. And it is going to be like a 4 and 3 or 4 and 7/8 by 7 and 5/8. I'm gonna write that down because I'll forget. 4 and 7/8 by 7 and 5/8. No, 7 and 7/8. See, no, 7 and 5/8. Okay, yeah, see, I almost forgot already. So, if you use the same paper line or the same papers that you use for this, they're already cut at 7 5/8 if you cut them the long way. So you just cut them at 4 and 7/8. And you're going to be left with a strip at the end like this, and you're going to want to cut that 7 and 7/8. You're going to want to cut about a 1/2 inch or so. What I'm going to use, I'll just cut 1 inch because I can't use it for much else. And you just need 8 of those. I'm just going to cut those in half and get 8. 4 and 7/8 by 7 and 5/8. This one I accidentally cut short, so I'm going to be 1 short. But I have the long pieces I can use too for the ones that don't have a pattern on it. There's my 2, 1. That's the last one of those I'll need, and I need 4 more of these. And because I cut this one wrong, I'm going to have to piece it together. Or this one, I'm just going to have to use, it has the border strip on it, but you can't really tell because it is already a collage. And one more. I'm going to use this one in the same way. It has a collage here, so we'll just cut 7 5/8. It's not really a collage, but it's a pattern. Okay, so now we can glue down our base pages, get those all put together, and then we'll use what we have left, which is not very much, and I still have all the cut aparts. We'll make the tags and everything, so here we go. Alright, let's put some pages together and get them into the book. So I'm going to start with the last page because I like putting the last page on first, and I said we're doing the pages with the deco punch. So this page is going to fit right over that one. And this is one with the border strip. I'm going to put the border strip on the inside so it's not quite as noticeable. And leave a narrow border, and then pick from my strips here and deco punch them on one side to match the punch there. And you know what I forgot to do on that page? I forgot to go around the edges. Oops. Well, I'm going to go around this one. And maybe I can get to some of the sides here. It's going to be a bit messy, but at least it will have some purple on it. Good enough. And then for this, whoops, go right around. And you're not going to see a lot of this because the tag is going to be there, so. And you slide this right inside, and when you do this, it's going to cover up the tabs there from the pocket. So it'll be easier to slide your tags in. And then you just leave just a little border. Okay, so that's the main page, and then we're going to take our pockets and have 2 pockets. One is longer than the other. And I'm going to go ahead and take my scraps. Be sure you don't use these for anything else. These are for your pages. I'm going to take my scraps and find 2 images here. I like this one. It's not quite big enough. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this one is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to cut it at 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. And because this one goes to the side, we need to mat this one first. And also, let's go ahead and glue it down. I like putting this on the outside because it's less likely for whatever tag you get to put in there, it's going to stick. It will go down, more likely to go down the rest of the way. Okay. There we go. This one goes sideways at the bottom. And you want to eyeball to make sure you get it straight so it doesn't look funny. Alright, and then this one, do the same thing. I just put a touch of glue on the long ones, tuck that in, and then you could put this anywhere you want. You put it on this side, this side. I'm going to put it right there. And then this one is 4 3/8 by 2 7/8 is what I'm going to cut my paper to. I still have a couple fairly large pieces I'm going to need. So I think I'm going to use this narrow strip. And it's actually part of the border strip here I'm going to use, but you can't really tell, so I'm good with that. Yeah, since their border strips are so in tune with their paper, you can't even tell you used them. Now these tags, he's going to have to stick up. He's not going to be able to stick up a whole lot because of the, I mean, I guess you can stick it up as far as you want, but it's going to stick out the top. Okay, here's this one. Page 7, which is, this is one of the ones that I was concerned about not having enough paper for. This is going to be 4 7/8 by 7 3/8. I luckily have one of these, but I have another one that I have to cut yet. So 4 7/8. And I like the collage side. I really like this dusty concord on here. get to pick. I think we're on this side here. How about this? And then to go with this, how about this, which will be the back of that. How about, I love this pattern. Okay. Almost forgot. We have to punch these corners here. We can put this down, but we can't put the big piece on the back without punching the corners. And that's the deco punch on this one. Deco. Oh, I messed it up. There we go. Okay, and then we need to find the piece that'll fit in there. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. I did it again. And you slide it, like I said, right in there. Get it where you want it. And there you go. We're going to do the back next. And then make sure that your paper is the correct way so that you punch the right sides here. I line that up with the outside, leaving about a 1/16 of an inch. There we go. Okay, so while I was looking for some paper for the other side, I set apart a piece of paper that's going to be big enough for the second page of this. And let's piece together some mats here. This one's going to be 4 7/8 by 4 3/8. And let's use this. So 4 7/8 on the long side. 4 top section is 4 7/8, and we're going to leave a little to tuck under, so like by 3 1/2. So I'm going to go for some of my smaller scraps. This is kind of neat to have this down here. I'll have to use that on a different one. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to settle for this one and maybe leave this up here. I'm just going to make sure that tucks in there before I put glue on it. You only have to distress 3 sides because the other side's going to stick in the pocket. Alright, so there's that one. And on to, that was 8, 7, on to page 6, which is the page that has this pocket here. If we were really hurting for paper, we could cut the middle out. I feel like this. Like, because most of this is going to be covered up, we could actually cut the middle out of that. But I'm thinking that will be alright. That, and I'd probably mess it up. Alright, let's see here. Let's get some, I like this. Deco punch the corners. I'm not very good at this deco punching thing. You have to make sure it's open all the way, which it is. I just don't line it up very well. The bigger ones are easier to line up. But I can still mess it up. Alright. Let's I love this distress ink. If I can find some cosmic stamps, I may stamp in the book there. I love that color. I didn't know I liked it till now. It's not straight. If I stick my finger in there, I'll stick something down, so there we go. Okay, and then this is going to go right here, and you can cut the corners if you want, or punch the corners. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do the deco again. Okay, And if you wanted to, you could just do 3 sides and leave that top open for a tag. I'm not going to do that. I'm good with just the one tag because there is a pocket on the front. I love seeing when you guys make one of these albums because I like to see what you guys add. And there's been 2 people that tagged me, in on the Facebook group that said that they did it, and I loved it. It got me really excited, and it motivates me. To think of, try and think of new things. Okay, so this pocket here is 4 by 6, so let's do 3 7/8 by, and it's not quite 6, so let's go 3 7/8 by 5 3/4. Okay, and we got deco punch to the bottom. And then this one is also going to be 3 7/8 by 5 3/4. Okay, so I think I want I don't want it to look weird with the butterfly sideways. But any of these small pieces will do. Well, let's use this one for this. So this is this will be 4 1/8 by 3 7/8. I like both sides, but I like this planet here. And let's go ahead and do that. 3 7/8. And again, that tucks right down inside. And there's that one. Oh, forgot to put the back on. So that's the back of that one. Let's find something that... Oh, I like this. It's so easy. So easy to match these. Make sure that you punch the right side, because it has up and down. Oh, I like that side too. You can't think too much about it, or you never get anything done. Because that would have been a struggle for me to pick that. Line up on the outside. And there we go. Okay, let's do the last of the new pages together, and then I will fast forward you. For this one, I said before I wanted to punch this, and I am horrible at this, so let's see how I do. Oh, first thing I do is throw stuff on the floor. Okay, I got it. I got it back. Okay. So, I'm going to take this old Stampin' Up! Punch. And this is a 1.5 inch circle punch. Lining my pocket up with my board here. And I'm going to go what I think is in the middle. Looks good to me. And I don't want to go half. So what I think I'll do is just mark with a pencil where I do punch. And hope that gets me close enough. Okay. Deco punch my edges here and here. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and do the back, because I always forget the back. And this is the page that I'm matching it with, so... How about... image there, because it was slated to use that side, but you know, my book, I get to do what I want. I get to change my mind if I want. That's the best part about it. One of the best parts about it. I just like making things. It's gratifying to me. Okay, so I think that goes well. Now, let's pick out the front. Ooh, I like this one. Really like this image. And I don't want to cover it up. So the pocket will cover it, but that's okay. hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I still have a Thanksgiving to go. Today is Friday. And I cook on Sunday. So I should be cleaning my house right now. But that didn't sound like fun. And this did. Okay, let's do this strip. Just do that border strip. Deco punch on both sides. And then slide him in there. And I didn't get him in there very well. Let's see if I can save it. There we go. Saved. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 of whatever this is. This is 5 by 4.5, so we're gonna do 4 7/8 by 4 3/8. Ooh, I want to use this on the back side. It has this, and I don't want it to be on the front side because of this. But it fits perfectly. And then I think I'll use this for this side, and I'm just going to leave that border strip on there. Now, I still have to punch my whatcha-jigger thing here. I think I'm just going to like draw on it. I am horrible at this. So let's just draw where I need to punch it. Let's right there, and then this one is going to be on that side, so we'll just stack these 2 together because the punch is going to be the same. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. And I'm just going to go a little further back, which isn't exactly the right way to do it, but let's see how it worked. Well, it don't look too bad. Yay. I mean, in order to do it correctly, I'd need the next size punch, but I don't have like a 1 3/8 inch or a 1 5/8 inch punch, so that's good enough for me. And I'm excited about decorating this, you guys, because I went through my stash and I found some shiny things because of all the holographic stuffs in it. I'm also excited because now I get to start with the Harry Potter collection, which I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. so many possibilities. What do you guys think I should do? It's gonna take me about a week. I'll think of something by probably Wednesday or so, and then it'll take me a couple days to put it together. There, I love it. I love the way that turned out. I did a good job. Pat myself on the back. Okay guys, I'm gonna speed you through the rest of these pages. Since you already see me decorate one set, and I'll be back to decorate the spine and the cover and all that good stuff.